Yo, what's good everybody? It's Vic here. Today is Wednesday, February 25th. Um yeah, today we took a loss, man. Today we took a loss. Very unfortunate, but I would take this trade again and again and again. I'd take this trade 10 out of 10 times. But I took two trades. The first trade was a break even. Second trade was a loser. Yeah, let's get into the recap. But before we do that, let's do P&L, P&L, P&L. Bumbleclad. So we go $3,478 down on the day. We're down $487 on the live account, and we are down $2,990 on the alpha accounts, which was almost exactly like 1,000 loss per, as you can see. Um, what else do I want to say before I start? I don't think there's nothing really start new. Coming into market open, I really didn't have a bias. All I know was that I did want to see a Judas swing from either direction. And what I mean by that is we had a here on the higher time frame, we had an hourly low here. We had a 4 hour low here, which is New York PM is sitting right above. But I didn't think market would even come down here. I was mainly looking at this 1 hour bullish gap. Then if you look to the upside, we have a before market open, we have this untapped 1 hour gap. So what I wanted to see was either market manipulate into this hourly gap, then continue higher, or I wanted to see market manipulate into this 1 hour bear gap, then come back lower. Right. So it's either one or two options really. Um yeah, that's what I wanted to see. But coming into market open, we were extremely bullish. Right, we didn't come down and smack this 1 hour, which is I really don't think about too much. Maybe if this leg was sponsored by this 1 hour bullish gap, then maybe this trade would not have failed. But I don't know. That's just optics. Oh, okay, so boom. So we end up with time. Yeah, this 8 a.m. candle ends up inversing this 1 hour bear gap, right? We end up inversing this 1 hour bear gap, showing me that we are bullish. So that tells me we are extremely bullish, right? But coming into the first trade we take, right? The first trade we take are these shorts because currently at this point in time, right, we keep chopping or we inverse this 1 hour gap, then we start chopping around. Then I look, we create an SMT with these highs. ES comes out, or ES doesn't take out these highs, but NQ does. Then we form a 1 minute IFEG, which is the highest time frame IFEG. I mean, there is a little 2 minute, but I wasn't a fan of that. Um, yeah, so we're looking at the 1 minute time frame here. We're looking at this IFEG, and we got in off of this inverse, targeting break even at these internal lows, right? And the reason we took this trade is because I really do like trades like this because sometimes you could just see it in the way is the candle start to look that we are in for some type of reversal or rebalance of market, right? So after I see this sweeper liquidity, we are still technically in a bear gap, a higher time frame bear gap, the 4 hour, even though we did inverse the 1 hour. Right. So even regardless, we did sweep all this liquidity. We are at this place. So I always do like a shot to of a trade if it's like a quick break even, right? Especially trades like these where you're at the top of a range or at the low of a range and you're just trying to catch a rebalance, right? That's essentially all this is. And we have our targets are at this point in time, a 15-minute bear gap has yet to be created, so I'm not worried about this. I'm targeting this unfilled 15-minute gap, and we go break even at this 5 minute intermediate low, right? Standard. I end up going break even a little early, like because at this point in time, because we had an SMT, there was ES had already taken out this low, but because we had an SMT, I was like, okay, I still like this trade, and even though my target's already hit, I'm gonna still enter, but I will go break even before. So like around here, I already went break even. I think it ends up faking out, or does it touch it? It didn't even touch it. Yeah, would have gotten break even, or I did get break even. But even if I would have waited for this respect, um, I would have got break even. I should have actually waited for the original. But it's like I don't even want to do that when ES is already taking it. So it's like it is what it is. Then it would have ended up reversing. But at the end of the day, if I would have taken this, or if I would have held and went break even at the right place, I went stops right here above this one, not body, because it's heck of wiki. Yeah, we would still been for sure able to that's the wrong one. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, we still would have been able to easily get a 1-to-1. But I'm not mad at that we didn't hold. A trade last week was similar to this, and because I didn't go break even, and I think it was actually last week's Wednesday's loss. I've lost. I'm gonna yap about that after this recap. But yeah, so I'm not mad that I went break even here, and here's where we start looking for longs, right? The 15-minute gap finally opens up. Market taps into this 15-minute gap. Reminder, we've inversed the 1 hour bear gap, right? We've inversed the 1 hour bear gap after opening up extremely bullish, right? So in my head, and we have like these clean draws to the upside. We have this hourly high, we have New York AM high, and we have a London high, right? So in my head, I'm seeing this and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Like, and I do understand there are two 15-minute gaps, and it's like, which one do you wait for? Do you take this one or do you take this one? And in my humble opinion, as long as if that's what your objective is, if that's what you look for in a trade, a 15-minute gap tap or a higher time frame gap tap, and if this is what I got, if this is what market wanted to present to me, and not it wanted to meet this objective and not this one, okay, I'm going to take that. Like, and if I get faked out, I get faked out. So boom, I see this. We sweep the 5-minute low in this 5-minute intermediate low, right? We're in a 15-minute gap currently that we are currently respecting, right? And we have a 5-minute IFEG. This is standard. I would take this trade 10 out of 10 times. Like, I would take this trade 10 out of 10 times. Yeah, yes, you can argue we didn't have a strong inverse, and you could also argue possibly this SMT. But at the end of the day, being this bullish and seeing this retrace into a 15-minute gap, and we have a 5-minute IFEG, we're respecting bullish, we're disrespecting bearish. I can't not take this trade, because if I don't take this trade, this runs. It's like, why? Like, again, not every trade will be a winner. You will lose. On the A+ setups, like, um, yeah, it just is what it is. Like, market just didn't, and in one 5-minute candle, we get stopped out. Market just didn't want to complete its objective, and now we've been just chopping, right? So I don't. Again, like, I'm glad it wasn't a. This is not like a technical loss, or it wasn't on me. It just didn't play out, and that's really just part of the game. Like, man, like, you can nitpick and choose and say, oh, this wasn't a good trade. This, to me, I feel like I'm at that point in my trading where it's like, for the most part, like majority of the time, other than my self errors, like, I love the way I trade. I understand why I like the way I trade makes sense to me, is what I'm saying. Like, everything makes sense for a reason. Like, it just makes sense, and I feel like you should find a strategy that just makes sense logically to you, right? And what I'm trying to say is, for the most part, there's logic behind all the trades I've been taking for the last like month and a half, right? And I really like I'm grateful that I'm getting to that point, because now it's like, oh, me, if you told me that there's a bad trade, something wrong with it, like, I would have been like, oh shoot, you might be right. But now it's like, I really don't, like, a 10-year veteran could tell me this is a bad trade, this is a bad short, this is a bad long. I don't give a fuck. Part of my language, like, oh no, I feel like you got like, I don't know. But then it's like, at what point does that become not? I don't know. Trading's a personal business, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I really don't care what others really have to say. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I would take this, and that's what I think it should be. Like, you should have your personal conviction. Like, you shouldn't be able to be swayed out, at least after the fact, when you do know how to somewhat trade. Maybe at the beginning you should be listening to people and for the most part for the basic advices and stuff like that. But sorry, I'm yapping. But I feel like you do need a little, I'm not gonna say ego because you shouldn't be prideful or you should be able to like heed to instructions. But I feel like you do like that's like someone telling Steph Curry he shouldn't have shot a certain shot. He shouldn't have taken a certain shot. He should have shot the ball this way and not that way. I don't know. I just can't get behind that. Right. I really did like this trade. That's all that matters. We managed our risk. We did go a little bit heavier size, but it was still under the 500 per trade, or at live account 500 per trade and alpha account 1,000 per trade, right? Basically was exactly at that. But I'm glad that we haven't had a day where it was OD loss. Hold on, let me go to Zella. Oh, dang. I gotta sign in. Hold on, let me sign in off camera. Just so you little snaggers can't steal my identity. 1 second. Oh yeah, and while we're logging in, yeah, on the on the Alpha accounts, then down $996 on the day. Still got 3K drawdown again. Not worried. God dang, look at that, just drop candle. Let's stop this out. And now we finna run? I don't know. I'm gonna just say three. We're at 3,000, so technically still halfway. Really hope Thursday, Friday is a great day. Again, like I've been saying, I really hate back to back losses. I really hate back to back losses, man. Like, who likes back to back losses? That shit really starts to fuck with you a little bit. Yeah, hold up, let me pull up Zillow. Like, look at this. Loss. Wednesdays have not been favoring me at all. Holy. And this month we're hitting at a 68 win rate, but like it don't fudge. Let me refresh. Yeah, 68, whatever. Um, Still up 256 on the week, or at least on the live account. Um, what else? Yeah. Three trade losing streak on Wednesdays. I don't know. It might be simply just be coincidence. But this trade, I went back and looked. This trade was a technical error on my part. This trade, I said I would have taken 100% time again. And this trade, like I said today, I would take 10 out of 10 times. So these were good trades. They just didn't play out. This was my fault. Um, yeah, it feels like low key. I'm starting to feel like I'm stuck in mud. Like I can't go on no streak. It feel like we closed out this week strong. Win loss. Win loss. Win loss. Like I really want to go on a heater, man. Really want to go on a heater. Anyways, that's really all I have for y'all today. Um, yeah, whenever we get paid, we get paid. I was hoping if today was a great day or a green day, then I think we would have been able to get paid by the end of the week. I'm not gonna say we can't get paid by the end of the week because my God is a big God, right? Anything can happen. You never know. Catch a 150 point banger the next 2 days. Get max wins each day. Get paid out end of the week, but I don't know. Based off this loss, it would be somewhat difficult unless we do at least like I would have to hit because since it would have to be like 750 days. It would have to be 750 days on both parts on both days, something like that. Anyway, that's just me yapping. We get paid when we get paid. If it's early March, if it's whatever, thank you God. Really wish we could have clutched, or it's not over, so we'll see. But yeah, two more trading days left in this month. It's been a decent month. Yeah, I'm really just edging towards getting a payout, man. Getting a payout. That's really just the goal. Alright, y'all be blessed. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves. Why ain't you Vic out? We finna be on. Also, I forgot to say, we finna be rich, man. Like we really are finna be rich. Like it's just a matter of time, bro. Stay in process. Follow your process. Um, You go persistency times prayer times faith, you will be successful, man. It's just a matter of time. Like we finna be rich by God's grace. Like I know it, bro. We finna be rich. But what is rich? If you're watching this, y'all comment down below in the comment section. What is considered rich? Or what are the tiers? Y'all have a blessed day. Vic out. Y'all be good.